Have you ever had one of those brutal Parkinson days that just hits you completely out of the blue? Yeah, you know those days. You wake up feeling fine, and then out of nowhere, your body just goes, nope, not today. Well, what if I told you there's actually a way to see those bad days coming? Because I've learned after 15 years with Parkinson's how to spot the warning signs, how to track them, and how to use that data to take back control. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how I do it. This is part one of a three-part series on tracking your Parkinson's. Today, the 5 things I track every single day. The next episode, how to decode the patterns in your data. And Saturday, how to take this tracking to your neurologist and get real results. So if you're tired of feeling blindsided by bad days, then this series is for you, and let's get going.
Welcome to Living with Parkinson's. The good, the bad, and the reality. Real talk, real life, real community with Bryce Perry. Let's begin.
Hey, I am Bryce, and welcome to Doing Life Today. And if you're new here, this channel is all about living well with Parkinson's. Real life, real talk, and real community. And this week, we're going to dive into something that's changed my life. Tracking. Not complicated spreadsheets, not expensive apps. Just 5 simple things that help me predict my best days, avoid my worst days, and show my doctor exactly what's working and what's not. Okay, let's get straight into this. Because here's the thing about Parkinson's. It feels random. One day you're fine, the next day you can barely move, and you have no idea why. But here's what I've learned. Parkinson's isn't as random as it feels. There are patterns, there's triggers, there's timing issues. The problem is, if you're not tracking, you're not going to see them. See, I spent 5 years of my Parkinson's journey thinking that my body was just betraying me randomly. And then I started writing things down, and suddenly I could see it. Late lunches were killing my afternoon dose. Poor sleep on Sundays meant a rough Monday. Stress on Tuesday meant tremors on Wednesday. And once I started seeing these patterns, I could do something about them. And that's what we're doing this week. All right, quick thing. If you're tracking along with me this week, hit that like button so I know that you're here. And subscribe because Thursday's episode on pattern recognition builds directly on this, and you don't want to miss it. All right, let's talk about the 5 things that I track every single day. Grab a pen, open up your notes app, whatever you use, because these 5 things are the foundation of everything when it comes to tracking. Thing number 1, medication dose. Write down what you took and how much. Not just I took my meds, okay, but 10 a.m., 1 tablet, levodopa, 25 by 100. Why? Because when you're tracking patterns, you need to know exactly what was in your system. As an example, if you had a great afternoon, was it because you took your full dose, or did you accidentally take half a dose and your body responded better? You don't know unless you write it down. Okay, here's the second thing. The time you took it. And this is huge. Most people think I take my meds 3 times a day. That's consistent. But when I started tracking actual times, I realized that my 3 times a day or my every 3 hours was all over the place. Monday, 8 a.m., Monday, 1 p.m., and 6 p.m., and Tuesday, 9, 2, and 7. Wednesday, 7:30, 12:30, 5, whatever. If it's not consistent, it's chaos. And guess what? My symptoms were chaotic too. Once I locked in my timing, same, meds on time every time, my symptoms smoothed out. So write down the exact time every time, right? Not morning, put 8:43. Okay, here's the third thing. When did that kick in? When did those meds kick in? How long after you took that med did you feel them start to work? For me, it's usually 25 to 30 minutes. Some days it's an hour. Some other days it's 20 minutes. Why does that matter? Because if your kick-in time gets longer, that's a red flag. It might mean that you're eating too close to your dose, that your gut absorption is changing, your dose needs some adjusting. Track it and start to notice the patterns. Don't guess anymore. All right. Here's the 4th thing that I track. When it wore off. Now, that is the most important thing that people miss. You take your meds, they work, and then they stop working. But when exactly did they stop? Was it 3 hours? Was it 4 hours? Was it 2.5 hours? Write it down and track it. Because if your meds are supposed to last 4 hours, but they're only lasting 3, that's the conversation that you need to have with your neurologist. And if you can't have that conversation without data, like you just can't do it without data. And here's the thing number 5, outside influences. Now, this is everything else that can affect your symptoms. Food. Did you eat protein close to your dose? Sleep. Did you get less than 6 hours last night? Stress. Did you have a rough conversation? Did you have a stressful appointment? And exercise. Did you work out? Did you walk? Did you do nothing? Did you move? Weather. Is it cold out? Is it hot out? Is it humid? I know this sounds like a lot, but you don't need to track everything every day. Just track what you notice, okay? If you had a bad afternoon, write it down. Slept poorly last night or ate lunch late, right? Don't make the menu what you ate, just ate lunch late. And over time, you'll start to see which outside influences matter the most to you, okay? And what have the biggest effect on you. Okay, so those are the 5 things. Simple, right? Now, if you're thinking, Bryce, I don't want to track all this in a notebook, I get it. Well, listen, I've got a simple tracker template. There's a link in the description. Just grab it and use it. Make it your own. It's just a free thing you can download. It's nothing fancy, okay, at all. And if this is helping you, hit that subscribe button because Thursday's episode is where this gets really powerful, really powerful. Now, I'm going to show you how this works and why this works. A few years ago, I had 3 days in 1 week where my afternoon meds just didn't seem to work. My first thought was, great, Parkinson's has leveled up again. But then I looked at my notes. Monday, late lunch. Thursday, lunch at 2 instead of noon. Saturday, lunch at 1:45. All 3 days, I had eaten late. Now, here's the thing. You know this. Protein and levodopa, they compete for absorption, right? The protein and levodopa are like putting 2 toddlers in the back of a minivan and telling them not to fight over a piece of candy that's there. It's impossible. So when I eat a big lunch with protein close, to my dose times, my meds don't absorb that well. They really don't. So I tested it. The next week, I ate lunch at my regular time, 12:30 every day. And guess what? My afternoon dose worked perfectly. Pattern confirmed, problem solved. And I never would just have figured that out if I wasn't tracking. I would have been thinking, I would have been trying to think back to last week. What happened on Tuesday? What happened on Tuesday? Quick little note, not a journal, not a huge journal, not what you ate, just quick note, and you're off to the races. Now, before I show you my tracker, the tracker that I use, I'm going to bring it up on the screen. Let me pass the microphone to Carmen, my wife and care partner, because she caught patterns that I completely missed, and she has a little word for you today. And here's what she had me say to you. Hey, everyone, Carmen here. One thing I've learned as Bryce's care partner is I see patterns that he doesn't. Because when you're living with Parkinson's, you're in survival mode a lot. You're just trying to get through the day. But I'm watching from the outside, and I notice things. Like, Bryce, you've been more tired every Tuesday for the past month. What's different on Mondays? Turns out his Monday evening yoga class was exhausting his dopamine reserves. He switches to Wednesday mornings, problem solved. So if you're a care partner watching this, your observations matter, and they matter a lot. Write them down and share them gently. You might be seeing patterns that your person just cannot see yet. And that's exactly right, Carmen. Carmen's notes have saved me more times than I can count. I'm telling you right now. And if you're a care partner, grab that tracker template too and track what you're seeing. If it helps both of you, it helps both of you. Like, think about that. You track, they track, and compare notes, right? And we'll see who's seen the truth. All right, let me show you the tracker that I actually use. Okay. Now, it's not fancy. It's a simple table with 6 columns. Date, dose and time, kicked in, wore off, symptoms, outside influences. That's it. And every morning I fill in yesterday's row. It takes me 2 minutes. And at the end of the week, I review it and I look to see if there's a pattern. That's the system. You can use a notebook. You can use the template that's in the description. You can use your phone note app. It doesn't matter. Just start and start today. Don't wait for the next big thing or the app or something bigger and brighter and better. I don't care if it's the back of a napkin. Just start writing it down. Then track it consistently. Okay, here's what's going to happen if you start tracking this week. Week 1, you're just collecting data. It might feel pointless, but stick with it. So again, you're not looking for patterns, you're just collecting. That's all you're doing. Week 2, you'll start to notice small patterns. I always feel worse on Wednesdays. Interesting. And then by the 3rd week, you'll start testing theories. What if I move my Wednesday dose 30 minutes earlier? By the 4th week, you're going to have real data to show your neurologist, and they'll actually listen because you're not guessing. You're coming in with facts. And it isn't magic. It's just paying attention. But paying attention is how you take back control. Okay, now, tracking is one thing, right? But the real power comes in decoding the patterns. And that's what we're going to cover off in the next episode. What your Parkinson's tracking data is really telling you. I'm going to break down timing patterns and food interactions, environmental triggers, and how to test your theories. Okay, so it's huge. So hit subscribe if you don't miss it. This series only works if you watch all 3 parts. Now, a quick solo spotlight. Shout out to, actually, they want to be anonymous, but that's fine. But so did somebody in the inner circle who started tracking 2 weeks ago. They started tracking their meds 2 weeks ago and discovered that their evening stiffness was directly linked to them skipping their afternoon walk. Okay. She added the walk back in, stiffness dropped by 40%. That's the power of tracking. I'm so proud of you. You know who you are. I gave it up. Obviously it said she, but you know who you are, and I'm so proud of you. That's in your circle. And okay, so here's some homework this week. Actually, the next couple of days. Download the tracker from the link in the description. It's free. Just download it, print it off. Okay, and I want you to start tracking these 5 things for the next 2 days. Come back for episode 2 on Thursday, right? And if you're doing this with me, drop a comment in the comments saying hashtag start tracking so I know you're in. And on Thursday, we're going to bring them to the video with you, and we're going to go through them. And I'm going to show you some things that are going to blow your mind. Okay? And hey, you know what? We're almost 15,000 people in this YouTube community, and every week we're figuring out how to live better with Parkinson's. We're just doing it one day at a time, one step at a time. So thank you for being here, and thank you for showing up. And hey, you didn't think I was going to leave you without the Bryceism of the episode, did you? You can't fix what you can't see, so start tracking. There you go. That was a quick one. Until Thursday, keep showing up. You keep tracking. And hey, you keep doing life and keep doing life today. I'll see you on Thursday with your tracker. Let's go.
Parkinson's may be part of your life, but it doesn't get to define it. Thanks for listening to Living with Parkinson's, the good, the bad, and the reality. If this episode moved you, helped you, or reminded you you're not alone, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Want to go deeper? The Inner Circle is waiting. Monthly Zoom calls, 24/7 community, and a direct line to Bryce. You'll find the link in the show notes. Until next time, keep showing up and keep doing life today.